Okay, so hype is gonna take a little bit more downtime, but that is totally okay. Because, I mean, all these missing stuff... The new, quote-unquote... I almost said Jill again. The new Claire-centric stuff hasn't actually begun yet. So when's that thing going to go off?
Now it did.
I'm still nervous because I believe Double X is still on somewhere here.
He probably heard that, you know.
He most certainly did.
Double extra large.
Let's quickly... oh yeah, TO double extra large, that's what it was. What was the thing? What was the thing? What was the thing? What was the thing? It was... Ram, harp, bird. Ram the harp into the bird. Here we go.
Please don't ever say that again.
Oh crap, some of these are burnt. Ram the lyre into the bird. There you go.
I'd like one TOO extra large, please, with an extra side of licorice.
I didn't say it again, Matt. Alright, he's around here.
Why licorice?
Bait on that.
Oh,
oh, that was just a licker. No, not licker, it's just a crawler. I can deal with the crawler. I cannot deal with him. Move!
Did somebody order TOO extra thick?
No.
I did not.
Please, no.
I ordered a macchiato. Anyway, let's just run. And also, so now then, we got the last medallion, which is perfect. That means all I need to do is find the last two. Hang on.
What's in here?
More gunpowder, yay.
Oh.
That means all I need to do is just get to an item box.
You said
put
more
in
gunpowder,
the...
but it's a milkshake. That's a movie that came out on Netflix recently.
Gunpowder milkshake?
Yeah, there's a movie called Gunpowder Milkshake that came out.
That sounds like a South Korean dance number.
A little too much gunpowder in the sugar.
I knew it.
And to be fair, it's actually about, what was it?
For anyone that caught that reference, you deserve a cookie.
It's
need to
actually
figure out
about
that is.
some woman that absolutely like, not absolutely. It's about like this mother and daughter that are trying to escape assassins.
I did it!
I made it!
Wait, the woman's not in here. Oh, that's right. She followed me out into this library. The library. Okay.
Well, I mean, that's convenient.
Fine. All right. So with that, we can just get to this item box here.
Oh, Marvin!
No,
I almost forgot about you.
you.
I mean, well, how's that for how do you do?
I'm sorry, but you're a zombo now. I get to legally do this.
Get to
I want my knife
legally
back.
do this.
Well, you can't do that to a cop unless they're a zombie.
I mean, if you do finish him off, I know Claire and Leon do have something to say afterwards.
There we go.
And that's like the only time, or at least one of the only times, where you get some sort of
Significance of killing one of
indication
these
that you
things.
actually did kill a zombie.
Yeah.
Well, I know Leon would probably say sorry, Marvin, but I wonder.
I mean,
what...
I did kill him, so you can go.
Right,
back
that's
and
right.
check.
I'm curious what Claire would say then, because she has no idea who Marvin is.
Sorry, buddy.
Probably. Yeah, fair. All right. Well, with the last of these, I also forgot to grab this safe on my way back. So let's get this, because I believe this will also be an upgrade to our current handgun. And then we can get out of the police station. Lickety split. Done. Do you have a preference, James and Matt, to these different scenarios?
Honestly, okay.
Clip.
Scenario.
Oh, it's a clip for a gun we don't have yet.
Don't get me wrong. Claire's scenario, great. It is fun, and the weapons are fantastic. I still prefer Leon's though.
Is it like based on enemies, plot points, or?
Honestly, okay. I prefer the more classic weapons to what Claire gets. Honestly, and all of that. I also love it feels more puzzle based.
I guess I could kind of see that. Me, I prefer hers because of if you could consider oh cool, it doesn't close behind us. Nice. If you could consider Mr. X to be Leon's rival character, then I like, as in like rival boss that we fight a lot, then I do like the person who ends up being the boss, the rival boss for Jill.
Oh, of course.
Jill, Claire.
Claire.
Yeah, Claire.
That's gonna happen a lot.
My God, how do you get that? How do you like?
She appeared in one damn game.
Technically 2.
Technically true.
Technically 3.
Three.
What was the third one?
Revelations.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Revelations 2.
Okay. Fine.
I mean, granted, I don't blame you.
That's right.
I don't blame you.
That's right. That was her whole. That was dedicated to her and Barry, wasn't
Yep.
it?
Yes.
I still
That's
love
right,
one of
that
the
was the
best
whole
jokes
thing.
is I would have been like her because she's mostly with Moira, Barry's daughter, throughout the campaign and all that. I just love the one exchange. It goes, I mean, if you're down there a little longer, you would have been a Moira sandwich. Does he tell everybody that story?
Yes.
Yeah, she does. Wow. I mean, there's so little that gets him excited on the job, and he just got to finally save a life like that. Hang on, let me put this back.
That's fair.
Yeah. Don't break glass in case it's stupid.
That would be amazing if it was like, don't worry, I have just the tool. You just smash it with the USB dongle and just grab it anyway. This is a silence suppressor for the submachine gun, but not only is it a suppressor, it also stabilizes it.
Oh, cool.
So less kickback from fire. However, it now takes up 2 slots, so mind that. All right, well, let's head on out to the parking garage where we're going to find things. Actually, what am I talking about, silly? We're not to the parking garage yet. We have ourselves a little introduction to Mr. Man up there.
Right. Claire takes a slightly different path than Leon does. Only slightly.
And in doing so, meets a secondary character who we only ever saw in Leon's, like, epilogue, like, in the last cutscene, but Claire's going to become a lot more familiar with throughout this whole little story.
I mean, it's pretty much to her as Ada was to Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And I like the storyline beats between her and this other character.
Personally, I will say I do think the story beats they have for Claire and Sherry are honestly a little more engaging than what we get with Leon and Ada.
Well, because Ada's always vague and obtuse and crap.
Yeah, she's just your trademark femme fatale.
Vague and obtuse and crap.
We just got a little girl.
Hey,
Obtuse, you know the word. And
it's okay.
hello, Sherry.
And they do play up the relationship between these two actually far more organically than they did in the original. I mean,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Bar,
right.
but
Yeah,
still.
and this remake fleshes out Sherry's whole like section and stuff a lot more. As
also
well.
she's dressed more appropriately for her environment.
Yeah.
And
You need help.
Sherry's also aware because of Stupa, of very, very serious parental trauma, such as Daddy Dearest.
Oh, hey, Daddy.
Hi, Billy B.
Yeah, did we mention Sherry's last name is Birkin?
So, for Claire's scenario, we'll be dealing with Daddy B far more often than Leon ever did, and honestly, that's part of the reason why I think, story-wise, I do think Claire's scenario is a little more engaging.
But that's our thing. But I definitely, I'm not faulting Matt for also liking. I mean, that's the whole point. I think they did a good job of making them both equally like interesting to look at for various reasons.
What's that?
Just on him.
Though, I mean, I also don't blame people for most usually picking Leon first because of RE4.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's also true. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely fair as well. Is he's definitely meant to be like a longer standing character in this franchise, especially with easily one of the. Oh my god, I'm still. Oh, I actually need to. I'm gonna do some research right now while we have this boss fight. I'm sure it's totally fine.
Do some research while fucking Billy B's on fire.
You get the gist of how to fight him already. Just aim for the big honking eyeball with everything you got.
Man, I just want to see that now. You should just picture the fucking eye and it goes.
Can we get that? Can we get a toy, the stress toy of Birkin here, and he squeezes shoulders?
Honestly, ask Fangamer. They'll probably do it.
Yeah, I want that actually.
Put a squeak toy in his little head there. Also, the reason why the boss battles are, for me anyway, a little more fun is again, holy hell, you get a grenade launcher in Claire's story.
Again, yeah. No,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong.
Deal incredible power in
But
these fights.
I still prefer, I don't know, like classic weapons, like the shotgun and the
the shotgun.
the triple
That's
blast
that's fair.
Matilda and all that.
I do like me a submachine gun though. I have a bias, I will say. Also, he is not looking too friendly.
What's this bitch ass motherfucker saying? Gonna be saying to me? Say that right to my face.
Oh jeez, I went the wrong way.
That's just the impression I get with him just vibrating like that as he's approaching you.
He has the. It's probably stupid, but it has the same. Where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
Even she's like, crap, he must be moving around, because even she's like, where the hell did he go?
Thinks Billy did wrong. Thinks Claire did wrong. Get the
I
fuck
was literally thinking that I was about to bring that up, like him walking like with that same harumph to his
I
movement.
fucking love that video.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
What you say to me, bitch?
I think actually. Okay, no, that was just a ow. Oh, I should heal.
No, he hurt you pretty bad.
I mean, he is a boss.
And I don't know if there's a. I still forget if there's a difficulty slider or not. Because if so, I don't think I think I just went on normal. Oh no, I think there has to be because there's like a hardcore. Right. Okay. Have you ever beaten? What's the hardest difficulty you've beaten these games on, Matt?
Well, I most definitely beat 7 and 8 with the hardest difficulties.
Well, it's because you love those games.
I mean, oh yeah. By the way, have you ever tended to those scars?
8 is tricky on hardest.
Well, to be fair, 8 was easy to cheese at least because I could use the Jesus. Yeah, 8 was
I'm done with him. I'm just shooting with everything
8
now.
was easy to cheese at least because oh, I'm a fucking fire.
He puts up a good fight, and now this place is all getting all.
Anyway,
there we go, done.
8 was
Okay,
easy to
continue.
cheese on hardcore difficulty because you're you can equip if you play your cards right, you can get infinite ammo for
Bye,
any.
TJ.
You can get infinite ammo for any weapon you want early, and all that.
Huh.
However, you cannot get infinite in Resident Evil 7 was much harder because to get infinite ammo you have to beat the hardcore difficulty or Madhouse,
Hey,
as they call it.
little girl.
Okay. Whew.
Safe now.
It's alrighty.
It's over.
We did it.
Daddy's no longer here.
He fell. He's probably not going to ever stay dead in this franchise, but I mean,
No,
I shot him.
no.
Give
At
it
the
time.
end, he's pretty dead.
Everything's fine.
I don't know.
Just
There
need
are
to
some
know what's the matter
theories.
for me.
What theories?
Will you help me find my mom?
Okay, more so like the affliction, but that's spoiling
Mom's
plot
down
points that
here.
haven't started yet.
Fair.
I think so.
So will you look down the ladder? I promise, none of that years of college stress being unloaded at 30 rounds a minute into him. 30 rounds a minute is actually super freaking slow. 30 rounds a second, we'll say, into him through flame rounds as well is going to be directed at you. Please let me in. There you go.
Thanks, Sherry.
Well, after all that, okay, there you go. Chapter 1 done already. Woo! Woohoo! So yeah, again, the campaigns by themselves are shorter because they know that you're gonna have to be playing these multiple times, especially if you want. I believe there is an achievement where you need to play first scenario with both characters and second scenario with both characters. So, oof.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's something that would have more merit in the original game, considering how much they did, like, differentiate, like, your pathings. But here, they do play it a lot more safe.
Yeah. Let's go grab everything here.
Which, I mean, take it or leave it. It's one of those things where this is still often considered one of the best best games in the series. So take that for
Oh
what
no!
you want.
Oh yeah.
No doubt. I will say that out of the remake, I think I had RE1 remake. I still thoroughly enjoyed my time with because it came out before. Not saying this is any less justified, but RE1 remake came out like before the cool trend of remaking older games.
Yeah.
So I did like what they did to I'm over here, honey. I did like what they did to mix it up and keep that and completely retouch up that very dated looking game into that.
Also,
But I think design and engine wise, I think RE2 is my favorite of the
oh,
trilogy.
of course. Yeah.
So where's your
But
dad?
I also am going to say I am going to disagree with Scott the Waz in one of his videos in that he considers a remake what more like RE1 than RE2, where it feels like the first game and all that. In my opinion, a remake should be a remake, and in my opinion, this game is more of a remake than the RE1 was.
I see. I mean, I agree that they added new. They definitely added new story points and stuff, but but in RE1, like even add like a whole RE1 remake added the entire Lisa subplot.
Oh yeah, no, RE1
Yeah.
added a lot.
No,
No.
I'm talking gameplay wise.
Oh, I see. Oh, then yes, I agree that between this and 3, I think this was definitely a remake, a reimagining even so much because
I would definitely say
we're
more
no longer
reimagining.
because we're no longer in tank controls. We're in RE4 territory
That's
now.
fair, but yeah.
But no. I like this. I like RE4 movement so much more than Resident Evil 1. Like I am. Oh my god! And since I had to go back to tank controls since I've been recording Silent Hill 1, and I'm just like, I far more prefer this. And in general, if I want a horror experience, I think first person really does an incredible job of putting you right in the action.
Man, why do my joints suddenly feel so stiff?
So get up to the parking garage, and
Really
unfortunate-
flaunt them features, Capcom.
Yeah. Freaking the RE engine's amazing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is, and it is just a gorgeous engine.
I mean, Logan and I still need to get around to practicing up for freaking Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, because that's also on the RE engine.
Which is also crazy, and that's also cool. Yeah, so definitely we're gonna do our best for that. Oh boy, stay tuned. I did already. Yeah, we're doing that on PC.
I mean, I won't deny that the RE engine still needs a little bit of TLC in terms of being a retro game collection, but I mean, for what it was still like the arcade stadium was still an interesting idea. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, damn, no card key.
So without this key card, we cannot get out, but maybe we can break it down. Let's
Or we can
barrier.
literally try and go just act like we're freaking Incredible Hulk for a moment. And realize, oh wait, we're no She-Hulks.
You're sure this is the way?
It has to be the way out.
This is how my mom took me last time.
Your mom? Okay. Oh, someone who knows Sherry.
I've been looking everywhere for you, Sherry.
Oh, look, a completely and utterly dependable son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, this guy's an
On the
ass.
ground, hands behind your head.
It's still amazing to think that Mr. Brian Irons here used to be, in the 1.5 version of Resident Evil 2, was meant to be a good guy at first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then they
apparently-
completely shifted his character in a complete opposite direction and made him a pure scumbag.
And apparently
He is
might be a
incredible.
good guy in the new movie, but we don't know yet.
As far as we know in this timeline, first off, he and Umbrella have connections that go way back,
What's this all about?
and he is, he is not above doing anything and everything to both satisfy his needs and put everyone else at risk.
Pretty much. And I mean, as far as the remake's concerned, it's like, ouch. Like, I think that's, I mean, one thing I'll definitely give him in the remake over the original, he actually, interacts with Sherry
Yeah.
and Claire.
Because he used to be, because in the original, not to say it was a non-issue, but in the original, it was,
interacts with
it
Sherry
was kept,
and Claire and Cher.
Okay, I'll go.
well, not the singer, he wishes. Anyway, I wish, how to put it, like, it's,
Ouch! Swearing in front of the fucking child.
Tell me how to do my job.
I really do, I want to say from what I remembered in the RE2, he was not a non-issue, but he was very much,
You only really got the most out of his scumbaggery in the files as opposed to actual in-game
Yeah.
dialogue.
yeah, now,
Well, to
now
be
he's
fair,
a
he
direct
was over the
influence on
body of a
plot.
dead mayor's girl, so.
Oh, absolutely. Like, that already just paints the picture pretty well.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So, as far as we're concerned here, we have direct involvement. So, we've been separated from Sherry, and now we did get her locket, which more on that later, but for now, we are unfortunately right back where Leon was as well, with being locked out from the parking garage, and we need to find ourselves a key card, and the only person who's going to have a key card is further in. Oh, look, we get to learn more about Brian Irons himself.
Yeah? And how he, well, quote unquote, earned his right to be the chief of police.
Apparently, he makes big contributions to the local orphanage, support for abused women, art preservation, animal conservation. More on where all of those contributions are going and for what reasons later. Ugh.
And yes, for those wondering, ladies and gentlemen, he was indeed scaring the little girl.
Scaring the little girl!
That guy became an audiobook narrator, we learned.
Since 2014, and he is the audiobook narrator for fucking Death Stranding's book. No, I don't understand it.
That's pretty insane
Hideo-
when you think about it.
It's Hideo Kojima. I'm not going to pretend to understand his rationale. I genuinely would... That, to me, sounds like a decision that Kojima himself had involvement with and was like, I want this man.
I mean, it makes about as much sense as the Rick and Morty advert they had for the game.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay, that one was probably money. I'm not going to lie. That one was probably just money. Okay.
Money!
Alright, so here we'll get the key to, as Matt already already pointed out all cool, like, what this key does. It's just...
Shut up.
Unlocks a car's trunk.
Shut up. I needed to show
We'll
it
do
off
that.
in my game, too.
I mean, in
Of
Matt's
course,
defense, it
no,
was
I
one of
get
those
that.
things that a lot of other players kind of had a problem figuring out, even though it was clearly stated in the note.
Yeah, and just flip it around, and I'm going to be very careful because these zombies can wake up if I run. But I just want these flame rounds, and take that, and then there is some ammo, but I think I'm gonna be okay especially because I'm running out of inventory spaces.
I mean, aren't you? Would you say you're already at a point where you could probably be a little more lenient with your handgun ammo?
I got 26 rounds. Yeah, and I can probably be okay for a bit, just as long as I stun them and again aim for headshots. And yes, yes, I'm sticking to their normal outfits, even though I did go out of my way to shoot and find all the Mr. Raccoon toy figurines.
Yeah. Good.
Also, for those wondering why we're not doing Umbrella Chronicles yet, we're just gonna do it when we feel like it.
We do want to. I think we do want to try and do it after this. I do. How to put it? I do believe we want to do it before RE3, but we didn't want to. I personally didn't want to leave this game half done.
Which is
so,
fair.
I mean, we're already on our way here, and then
we were already halfway there. We may as well finish off the rest while the season is still good.
Right. We're doing this near spooky month, a little bit after
Post spooky month.
But all right, breathing. Cause liquor.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna have to worry about the dogs now. We're gonna have to worry about those that lick. And he's my friend.
Okay, stun him. Let's run. Reload faster. But yeah, we will definitely do it before RE3, and
we'll try our best to anyway.
And Matt and I still need to. There we go. Matt and I still need to get around to finish up RE4. Where I think
sorry.
No, you're fine. I think we're around the halfway point.
I believe so. Yeah.
We're getting to the end of the castle segment as far as this recording goes.
Have you met Eel Salazar bot yet?
We have not fought the Salazar bot yet. That is true. We have not fought him yet. We're approaching like when you get to the big corridor with the massive bug nest on the ceiling.
Ugh, those things.
Yep.
Seeing the nest of those things is still kind of one of the more disgusting parts of Resident Evil, in my honest opinion.
But you get to blow it up with a rocket launcher.
That in itself is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Easy does it.
We've
been managing our time pretty well, I think. It's just gonna be a pain of an editing poison. Ooh, gabook.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a pain of an editing process, though. So let's put that in. Oh, apparently there's a game I've been seeing a trailer for, and I'm curious if you guys have looked into it or tried it out yet. It's on Switch. It's like a first-person platforming adventure game called Metamorphosis, based loosely on the Kafka novel.
Huh.
That sounds familiar, but I can't...
It was a famous surreal horror story of sorts where hang on, I need to get this guy out here because the minute I open the door and get the diamond key, he's gonna wake up. I was napping. That wasn't. Hang on, excuse me. I just gotta finish putting these bullets in.
And the sad part is he was off duty.
Put the bullets in.
Hell is up with you?
Stay down. Are you still not down?
I mean, this dude's been taking his protein.
Jeez, freaking yeah, no. Some of these guys, I almost feel like they don't even have health. They just have a balance meter. Excuse me. And you just have to. And whenever they get stunned, all you can do is just.
My leg.
All you can do
all
is
just pop him a few times to hopefully get him to fall down. Okay, now time to make the cannonball run back through the liquor garden. I'm not gonna enjoy this part. Here we go.
Fun.
So, yeah. So Metamorphosis, Metamorphosis was a classic first-person shoot.
Right up the fucking ass.
Metamorphosis.
Oh, what happened?
Magic kill them both. Metamorphosis was a classic novel about a man who's slowly turning into a cockroach. I don't think we ever learned why.
Not even
it was just
slowly turning. Just in the very beginning, he turns into a cockroach.
Now, and I can never figure out, was he an actual small cockroach or big cockroach?
Big cockroach, human-sized cockroach.
Okay, so it's kind of a story of see you. Oof.
Roasting on the
best part
floor.
is he wasn't even worried about turning into a cockroach. He was worried about being late to work. Because
that's the whole thing. That was this
cockroach.
It was this whole psychological thing. It's I guess in that case it was kind of black humor, black comedy.
It was it's a bit dark humor.
But I remember he was like, "Oh my gosh, what's the housekeeper lady going to think? She's going to be all worried." And so it covers oh, all my friends. Yeah, no, it was a whole thing. Aha!
Ooh.
Shoulder stock.
Bitchin'.
This will. Oh.
Wait a minute. That's a shotgun part. You don't get the shotgun.
No.
All right.
It's for the grenade launcher
Yeah,
as well. However,
the game doesn't go like, oh, here's a part for a weapon that doesn't appear for you. No, it doesn't do that.
But regardless, the problem I'm having is I'm full.
Damn.
So I need to... unfortunately, not for general use, but screw him. I'm using this elevator. What's he going to do about it? So, we got it.
I defy you, Mr. Irons.
Mr. Iron Man.
I defy you, Iron Man.
So yeah, no, we're gonna go upstairs, and it's time to start the next part of the next, chapter. Which same with Leon trying to opening the prison door. For us, it's trying to open a secret door in Irons' office. We got to find electronic components, and we're gonna get the last key. I'm gonna clear up my inventory so I can pick up that grenade launcher part. And yep, police station round 2. Here we go.
Ugh. Till next time, everybody.
Round 2. Fight.